Hello, Internet! I'm Elliot the Purple Hair Doofus, and welcome to Buddy Reads, where I read a small selection of a book and review it for you. Today, we are continuing our journey through Song of Susannah by Stephen King, and covering chapters 6 and 7. I hope you've read up to that point yourself, because I do not want to ruin anything for you. Now, this section has me on both sides of the enjoyment spectrum. The first half I really enjoyed. The second half pissed me off and frustrated me to no end. Let's find out why, shall we? So it starts off with Mia and Susannah, and they are having Paul over inside of her head. Mia is explaining the entire situation to Susannah. And there's a guest appearance from Data, and to try and explain that is a little confusing how all of that works. It would break me. So if you really need to know the details on how they go inside of her head and why they're at a castle, you're really just going to have to read that yourself. But let's get down to what Mia tells Susannah, because they are having this conversation while they're waiting for the phone to ring for Mia, because she knows people in New York. And Mia says, ask your questions quick, because once my friends call, I'm out of here. You're trapped inside of me forever. And so Susannah says, okay, and she starts asking questions about the baby. Mia says, and you're not going to believe this, but Mia says, the baby is Roland's. Wait a minute. How does that work? Apparently, Roland was seduced by a succubus and had sex with the succubus. And I don't remember this part of the story so far. So if this was actually in the series, please let me know what part this is, because I have no idea. But apparently, Roland was seduced by a demon, and demons are hermaphroditic. And the demon appeared as a female to Roland and then saved up his sperm, needed a lady to bear the child that the demon sucked out of Roland. So when they were trying to get Jake out of the door and Susannah/Detta was distracting the demon by allowing it to have its way with her, that demon was the male form of the same demon that had sex with Roland. And so when that demon had its way with Susannah, it gave her Roland's seed. And this does make sense, because when she was in the train car and looking at the screen that had the baby inside of her, the baby had the same blue eyes that Roland does. I'm just kind of like, that's trippy, but okay, I like it, I dig it. And then she starts talking about the quest for the tower with Mia. And Mia explains that Roland can't save the tower from breaking. Mia explains that Roland knew that he could never save the tower from breaking. Mia explains that Roland can only slow down the process. He only wishes to go there to see the Dark Tower. There's literally nothing he can do. The tower is going to break. And they start talking about the beams and how there used to be 6 and now there's possibly 2. The pilgrims are on the last one of the beams towards the Dark Tower, and like this whole section just completely breaks down the story for you. And it's brilliant. I love it. It's fantastic. Then the phone in the hotel room rings, and both of the ladies are thrown from their pullover, and Mia answers, and she starts talking to a man. The man is supposed to help her have her child, and the man doesn't like her demanding things from him. And the man is actually the same vampire/demon that Callahan had run into when he had jumped from the building in the middle of the Wolves of Kala. That's who this man is. So you know that this guy is evil. And the whole time that Mia is having this conversation, Detta and Susannah are also coming out to talk to this man, and that man's like, you guys better shut that bitch up. They eventually have the conversation, and Susannah's like inside of her head, and she experiences a memory or a flash of where Callahan is, and it's in 1977, and she realizes that Mia has told the demon man where the boys are coming through the door so that they can attack. And Susannah's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, they're going to kill my Eddie. That section was amazing. Awesome. I loved it, okay? Now we go on to the next section where it all kind of goes to shit. Roland, Callahan, and Eddie go through the door to 1977 New York. And almost immediately they are under gunfire because the men that work for the man that Mia was talking to were aware that they were going to show up then and there. And so there's this massive gunfire battle. The boys are running away, and you find out that the men that are firing against our heroes are the same men who were trying to kill Calvin Tower, and were the same men who were trying to kill Eddie and his brother when Roland first got Eddie. Now here's the problem I have. Roland and Eddie are doing everything in their power to kill the mobsters. Okay, wait. Last time that Roland killed someone that was important to him, he had massive, brain problems, and they had to fix that, right? Okay, so I'm thinking, don't kill the mobsters unless you want Eddie to have massive brain problems. If you kill the mobsters, they are not going to be able to kill Eddie's brother, and Eddie is going to experience that temporal shift that Roland did. I know. They didn't kill him. Hold on. They're battling, and I'm thinking this the entire time, and then Stephen King has this throwaway line. This completely idiotic throwaway line about how this isn't the same world as the one in which Eddie had his brother killed, and it just feels awful to me. It feels like Stephen King wants Eddie to have his heyday and kill these mobsters without giving Eddie the proper punishment for fucking with time. No, Stephen, you set up your rules. You can't break your own rules. It really pisses me off when an author does that. They don't quite kill the mobsters. They get them into a very dangerous, fiery situation, but they don't quite kill them. They start running away as they're burning down this building that the mobsters all think that they're in. And they come to this watery passage. I think it's a river or a lake. As they come to the watery passage, Roland takes 2 fingers and taps the side of his throat 3 times. And Eddie notices this, and he doesn't understand why, and he makes a note to ask Roland why he does that. This is where Stephen King alludes to the fact that one of them is going to die, because he says Eddie makes a note to ask Roland about that the next time that he sees him, but he won't have the opportunity because death interrupts him before it happens again. Ha! So one of them is going to die. My money's on Eddie, because this is about Roland's quest for the Dark Tower. That sucks. I like Eddie. I, too, did not want him to go through massive brain problems if he killed those mobsters. But if he killed those mobsters and did not do it, it felt ridiculous. That kind of sucks, because I really liked Eddie. So I'm not looking forward to him dying. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and subscribe. If you like this video specifically, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and leave me a comment letting me know that you like me. Go ahead and leave me a comment letting me know that you hate me. Go ahead and leave me a comment letting me know that you want to see more. Go ahead and leave me a comment letting me know that you want to see less. Go ahead and leave a comment letting me know that you want to see my lovely, lovely artwork. Because it's garbage and stick figures. You don't want to see it. Trust me. I've been Elliot the Purple-Haired Doofus. This has been Buddy Reads, reminding you to watch the Pajama-Radius. And I will see you all in the next section of Song of Susannah by Stephen King. Toodles!